Good evening, everyone. I hope that you're having a good one. I don't know where I'm connecting with you from, but it's nighttime where I'm at in South Africa. A topic that I really am being guided to talk about right now is with regards to, I feel like in the feminine collective, it's something that we're all working on collectively, not just in the twin flame journey, but definitely also in our community specifically. A big thing that we have been working on in this process has to do with our self-love and has to do with how and what we see ourselves as. And sorry, my fingers are red because I've been eating Fritos. I really want to, the reason I'm battling to talk is because I don't want to say this in the wrong way. Because this is not coming from a space of being judgmental. This is not coming from a space of judging anyone. It's just what I've noticed and what I think has worked for me. And I just am feeling on my heart that I need to share this. And as a collective, while working on self-love, it's important that we do not seek external value when it comes to accumulating self-love. And you cannot fill your cup of love when you're having sex with people that you're not in relationships with. When these people, and I'm talking about purely cases of just sleeping with people without even knowing them, without even being in a relationship with them, without having that emotional connection. Because the beautiful thing about sex is that you're having sex and you're having this emotional, beautiful, intimate bond with someone that you really care about. And in that sense, it's a beautiful bonding experience, and it's a beautiful like liberation for your relationship because you can experience each other so intimately. And a lot of us have heard about like how like sex can be really crucial in a twin flame journey because it's got all these beautiful like activations, and it's an amazing experience, and I can't wait to experience sex like that. And I've just seen that a lot of us in the collective are not being true to that part of us that's really craving that intimacy and love. And I understand that that's how a lot of us seek it, and because that in a lot of ways is how we will get it. But there's a right way to do it. And I've just seen a lot of examples in my life of people that have been taken advantage of by people that don't have their best interests at heart and are acting out of their own interests. And I think that that's where the big shift has come, is that you have sex to show someone that you love them and to show love to them. And I'm just feeling such heaviness. And there's a power in saying no. And every time you say no to a situation that you know ultimately is not going to fulfill you, it's a quick fix. It's like a drug. It's a quick fix to a problem that actually needs healing and needs time. And I've just seen way too often people in my life get themselves into situations where they think that that's the way to feel affection and to feel love. And I completely get it. I used to be there. So like I said at the beginning, this is not coming from a place of judgment, but as a collective, we need to heal that part of us that accepts love half-ass, that accepts affection and intimacy half-ass. We deserve the full package. We deserve that, the kind of sex that makes you feel so good the next morning and makes you feel safe and makes you feel like you're not being taken advantage of. And it shows a real self-mastery of control, you know, to actually say, you're not in a relationship with me. You're not opening up emotionally to me. And I'm not into this fuckboy culture anymore, fuck girl, fuckboy culture. And I'm to blame as well for that. Like, I'm a woman and I take responsibility that I've put myself in situations where it hasn't been for my self-love and for my benefit completely. And And 9 times out of 10, I've woken up the next day feeling really shitty and feeling like I could have saved myself a bit there and not given myself to that person. And I do have to say that I have been really, really in a space of my own energy and my own, trying to accumulate my own self-love without giving myself away or any of my love away per se. And I'm feeling very much in control, and you then can be happy that you're not putting yourself in situations where you are possibly going to be taken advantage of. We live in a society where people are looking for one thing sometimes, where people are lacking so much self-love and self-worth that they are going to do anything and everything to get it from you. And this is very hard for me to talk about because I know that I'm going to be striking a lot of nerves. But this is coming from a place of really, really wanting you to get that self-mastery, of you getting... I have had to fight my own demons. This is something that hasn't been necessarily hard for me. It's been quite an easy process. But for me, when it comes to things like substances, that's been actually where I've struggled. So really, like, we all have our own battles. But this is coming from someone that has actually really got into a place of feeling confident in the fact that I am in control of my urges. I'm in control of my my sexual energy. And I've learned to channel it in creative ways through my YouTube, through my writing, through my Instagram, through my sport even. So as divine feminines, we need to start talking about this. We need to start being real. We need to start talking to each other about the fact that we need to fill our own cups of love. And in order to have like that beautiful tantric sex, we need to be pure in a sense. We need to and be so in control of our own energy and having harnessed that. And they even say that you need to be eating really clean and you need to be just in a really, really good space as an individual to be able to have those beautiful activations. And this is something that as a collective we need to deal with and talk about, because we're all responsible for helping each other get to that next level of self-love. And as a divine feminine, you are so beautiful and you are so loved and you are so worthy. It's not necessary for you to have to seek that affection and seek that confirmation from people that are not giving themselves to you in other aspects. So, and this goes for your divine masculine. I've had to put my foot down a couple of times because as divine feminines, we are so intuitive, so we can know what's going on. As uncomfortable as it is, you know when someone has bad intentions. And it's up to you to set that example. It's up to you to say, I'm not doing that. You're not giving me what I need, and that's that. Like, if we can start spending more time together, opening up to each other, then, like, that would be amazing. But when it comes to people taking advantage and quick fixes on both parts, it's not long-serving and it's not long-term. And it's ultimately just hindering your progress and hindering your process with your twin, because your twin mirrors you. And it's about not needing those options anymore and not needing those quick fixes and getting to a place of stability and a place of, I'm worth more than that. I've got a lot more to offer, so let's get to know these aspects of me first, because then that aspect is going to be way more nourishing and gorgeous and pure and beautiful and good intentions. There's nothing worse than feeling like someone's taking advantage of you. And it's your job to not put yourself in those situations. So yeah, I know this is a touchy subject and I know that I'm going to strike some nerves, but I was really, really guided to just kind of put this out. And the art of saying no and the art of focusing on your self-love and realizing you don't need anyone else's validation to feel beautiful and to feel good, because you are such a divine being. And we've got to start raising each other up and inspiring each other to make those decisions for our best interests, and set the example for people, because there's so much more to sex than what people are doing nowadays, you know. It's meant to mean more. Well, to me, that's how I feel. Anyways, this is quite a heavy topic, so I hope that I haven't offended anyone, but whoever's meant to hear this is meant to hear this. And like I said, I'm really not coming from a place of judgment. I'm just being guided to speak what's on my mind. Anyways, love and light. Have a gorgeous evening, and I will be back tomorrow with an update. Okay, night, bye.